Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video of Anytime Tarot. On this channel I am talking about one of my greatest passions, which is the tarot, and I also like to connect the tarot with other spiritual practices like astronomy, numerology and mythology. So if this is something that speaks to you, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram. This video is all about buying your first tarot deck. First of all, how exciting that you are planning to get deeper into the world of tarot. I will promise you, you are not going to regret this. Second of all, because there are so many tarot decks available all around the world, it can be a little bit intimidating to choose your first deck. So that's why I am here to help you with this. I bought my first deck on a spiritual fair at the time I bought the Rider-Waite deck. This one is very common and a lot of people love to use this deck. But for me, I didn't really feel it. So for me it took a very long time buying a lot of decks to finally find a deck that's really helped me to learn about the tarot. It's so important that you have a real connection with the deck you are learning the tarot with. So that's why I am here to tell you about my experience and to give you some tips and tricks to choose your very first deck. My first tip would be go with your gut. It's so important that you feel connected with your deck. So it would be great if you can go to a real physical shop and where you can look through the cards one by one, feel how they feel, see what they look like, if the cards really speak to you. But also if you want to buy them on the internet, see if you can find some pictures of the cards, how they look, and see how you feel about them. Do you feel attracted to them or not? It's very important. My second tip for you guys would be, it would be helpful to find a deck that has a lot of graphics. Of course, on the major arcana there's always graphics on them, but some cards, like the very old Tarot of Marseille, they have, for instance, the 8 of Wands, and then there's just 8 wands on it. But if you go for the Rider-Waite cards or the cards with more images, you can actually see the picture of a situation, which will make it easier for you to determine what the card really means. And I think this is very helpful at the beginning, especially when you're learning the tarot. The third tip for you guys. It can be an advantage to go for a deck that is well known, because there will be a lot of information available on it on the internet or in books. So you will not be on your own and just limited to the little booklet that comes with the cards. You can actually go on the internet and find very specific information and definitions about your cards. So that would also help you guys a lot in the beginning. Then the fourth tip for you guys. If I were you, I would just surf on the internet, go through a store and see what different kinds of decks there are. There are so many different kinds of decks, and it can really help you to search for a deck that has a theme that really speaks to you. For instance, here I have the Game of Thrones deck, or the Tattoo deck, or you have Celtic decks, or there are decks with other themes like angels, animals, spooky things. You know, there are so many things, and it would be easier to feel connected to the images on your cards if you actually know something already about these cards or the theme that they are built around. And yeah, I think it will also be much more fun if you like the cards and what they are all about. Then my fifth trick or tip. It could be useful to buy a deck of cards where the cards have some words or some text on it. Some cards, for instance the Sun and Moon Tarot, they have just one word on top of the card, which gives you a little hint on what the card is about, what the theme of the card is. And there's also a tarot decks that have a full text on the underneath the image. This could help you if you would like that, to get a hint of what it's all about. Just be careful not to numb your whole intuitive perception by just reading the words. That would be such a waste, because you have a lot of wisdom in your own intuition as well. Then my sixth tip and the last one, you can also ask the tarot deck itself. But this will actually only apply if you go to a physical shop. You can go through the cards, just shuffle them and ask in your head a question: is this the right deck for me? And just keep repeating it in your head and just draw a card from the deck, look at it, and let your intuition tell you if this is the right deck for you. You will know. You don't need to know the real meaning of the card, just look at the image and listen to what it tells you. You could also, if you own a pendulum, you can use a pendulum to ask for a yes or no question. Is this the right deck for me? So yeah, but this only applies if you can go to a physical shop. So this is it for you guys today, my 6 tips and tricks. I hope you guys like them. If you like this video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. And I would love to hear all about your deck buying adventure, so please tell me in the comments down below which deck did you buy, which one was your favorite. I would love to hear all about it. And then I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!